of a sudden alarm bells go off in your head. It's like, oh, now? Are you kidding me? Now? Can you be any more insensitive? Can't you see that I have just had the most incredible day? I've had to put the kids to bed. I've had to do all this stuff. I've just wanted to relax. And now all of a sudden you want sex. But then you realize it's been a week. Maybe 2. Poor guy. And you know, you just don't want to have these feelings of guilt hanging over your head. So instead of skipping to the bedroom, you drag your arse to the bedroom. All right, let's just get over with. All right, come on. Let's go. Off come the clothes. You know, the days of candles and music and seductively peeling each other's clothes off, gone. Gone. And so there's that infinitesimal moment where neither of you know where to start. So what do? You start doing the chicken dance. You know the chicken dance? Na 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 na. Okay, let's all do the chicken dance. Come on, you ready? Oh, come on. Ready? Na 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 na. All right.
Is your sex life what you always wanted and hoped for? Sexologist Dr. Trina Read's mission is to help super busy couples have fun and meaningful sex. Her extensive background includes author, sex coach, media expert, magazine columnist, and international speaker. Her 4th book, Till Sex Do Us Part, Make Your Married Sex Irresistible, will be on bookshelves January 2009. Having great sex is not only possible, but easy, with Dr. Trina's help.
You know, and when I ask women, what does good sex mean to you? Here are some of their answers. And a new mom of a 6-month-old baby said, good sex for me would be him doing the laundry. Cleaning up after himself, so I don't have to worry about it. I mean, it has nothing to do with sex, and yet, when she says to her partner, you know what, when we have sex, I mean, when you do the laundry, and you free up some of my time, and I'm not so multitasking in my head, it's going to help me relax. 66% of women who probably aren't going to have an orgasm during intercourse, this is the point in the sexual interaction where it's like, you give them about 3 minutes, right? You give them about 3 minutes. And then, it's like, okay, I'm done with this. And then you start helping him out, right? This is where you start helping him out. And now, after you start helping him out, he might flip you into that 2nd standard position. And you know he's getting juicy and ready, and you start helping him out even more because Survivor's on in 10 minutes. And you don't want to miss your show. So you help him out some more, and then you hear the grunts, and then you hear the You're thinking, thank God. God, it's done. You go to the bathroom, de-goo. How many of you just really run to the bathroom and hope it doesn't go down your legs? You're hoping that it just does. You're hoping you can make it to the toilet in time so you don't have to clean it up on the sides of your pants.
Most sexologists tell you if you want a great sex life, you have to learn to talk out loud about sex, especially to the one you want to have great sex with. Dr. Trina Read helps singles and couples stay connected and enhance their sex lives. She is known as the super busy woman sex expert. She is also a magazine columnist, international speaker, and sexologist. It is my pleasure to welcome Dr. Trina Read to Studio 4 to tell us more.
Tell us more. Oh, yeah.
Yes, about the topic everybody likes to talk about, around the water cooler.
This is what I think it's so interesting when I do seminars for couples. I split them up, men against women. It's kind of like a grade 7 dance. And I give them a top 25 list of things that tick them off about their partner. And you know, there's great discussion within the men, and there's great discussion within the women. And then you know, then I have them go back and forth about what they don't like in the sex life. And then I put the couples back together as couples. No communication.
So has married life made your sex life disappear? Well, sexologist Dr. Trina Read is here, and she wrote, "Till sex do us part, make your married sex irresistible."
Well said, well said.
Can married sex be irresistible?
and I see the disbelief in your eyes.
Well,
it's like, no, it's not possible. I'm sorry, we've been in a marriage, can't do it. Yeah.
But how do you begin? That's a big statement. So what do you say when people say, can it be irresistible?
Well, I would say, you know, I think intellectually, couples know that once they go into a long-term relationship, that things are going to change. Yeah. However, when couples come to me, the first thing they say, if I had a nickel for every time a couple said to me, the first two years of our marriage, we were having sex like bunnies, and now we're not. And they know that it's not going to be that way. So I would say that, no, you're never going to have that crazy, rip clothes off, earth-shaking sex. You're not going to ever have that again. However, mature sex can be some of the best sex in a couple.
Is loving your body a big issue that often comes up?
Oh my goodness. Well, you might have heard over 80% of women have body issues, and it's epidemic. And talking to women about body issues is frustrating for me, because they say, please, 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 give me some ideas to help me feel better about myself. Yeah. And I give them ideas, and logically they understand, yes, but when they go and look in the mirror, the logic gets tossed out the window.
Absolutely.
And all they can focus on is what's wrong with their body. So it's very much a logic versus emotion thing for women.
Sexual arousal are the signs on your body to say that you are aroused. Now generally, not every single woman, but generally when you start to become aroused, your breasts start to engorge, your nipples turn a darker color, they become erect. You get a body flush. Your vulva area, your inner and outer lips engorge, and your inner lips, especially if you've had a child, turn a deeper, darker color. Your vaginal canal, which in a resting state is about a 3-inch tube, and it's collapsed. When it becomes aroused, it balloons to 6 inches. Imagine that, just a perfect fit. It balloons to 6 inches, starts to sweat. That sweat is your lubrication. Now what happens is, because most couples don't spend enough time properly arousing the woman, and men just assume, because we didn't tell them, that because he's giving you an orgasm, you are sufficiently aroused. That is not the case at all. You can, as I already said, you can have an orgasm and your entire body not be aroused. So a lot of times when women are going into intercourse, their poor little vaginas are this collapsed tube. They're about 3 inches, and if you're wondering why you're going, oh, yeah. By 1 year. 1 year is a pretty critical time, because you are comfortable with each other. You can, wear your ugly sweatpants. You don't always have to brush your teeth, but you would never, even at that point, never let them see you in your period panties. No, no, no. You're like, wow! And your poor little clit. How many of you would like to tell your partner, honey, please don't use my clit like it's a remote control? Would you please go and tell him that this little tiny thing has 5,000 nerve endings? Like, if you think about it, 5,000, and he's just, but what else? But the thing is, when you two first got together, and you walked into the bedroom and he started doing this to your clit, you're like, oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah, baby. I mean, you were just so into it, and he was like, you know what? I am super God. I am super. Oh, look at me go. And nobody has informed him that the rules have changed. Because you won't. Maybe you're going, oh, yeah. This is one of the best bedroom techniques I can give you for a man. Praise the penis. Honest to goodness, I have a couple gay friends, and they said to me, you know, a big part of the gay sex is to praise penises. And I said, oh, that's very nice. That's good. And he said, when one of my friends said, well, why don't you go home and praise your husband's penis? And I'm like, are you kidding me? You know, we'd been together for a few years at that point, and I was like, no. He said, no, really, just promise me you'll do it. So I went home, and I thought, how am I supposed to bring this up? You know, like, how? So there I was, and I said, honey, that's an awfully nice package you have. And he was like, really? Do you think so? I'm like, are you kidding me? Yeah. And the rest of the evening, he was like thrusting out his pelvis. And he felt so good about himself. And by the way, ladies, this is 6 inches.
For more information and bookings, please contact the provider of this video.